In a world where children are forced to stay in their homes, unable to attend their beloved music class with their beloved music teacher, Mrs. Clark, comes a digital hero, universal remote learning. But children, as powerful as this hero is, she still needs your help. In this video, we're going to learn how we can help universal remote learning become the hero that we need for this age. To help us stay on the Mustang Trail, we're going to take a look at what it takes to be prepared each and every day for class. Let's start with one student as he prepares for class.
Mom, where do I set up?
Why not use your desk?
Oh, good idea. Mom, where's my laptop?
Where have you left it, dear?
Oh, it's over here. Hey, Mom, where's my power cord?
Wherever you left it, dear.
Oh. Where are my instruments?
Wherever you left them, dear.
Ah. Okay, all ready for class.
Does this look like being prepared? I don't think so. Mrs. Clark, can you help explain what being prepared looks like?
Being prepared for music is this simple. The first thing you have to do is you have to make sure your device, whether it's a laptop or something else, is charged up and ready. And then you need to make sure that you are logged onto Teams, ready to go, and that you have your instruments by your side in case we need them. And that's what you need.
Let us now turn to digital citizenship. How do we use this technology responsibly and safely?
Come on. Come on. Where's there? Got it.
This doesn't look like responsible digital citizenship.
Guys, to another video. Today we will be playing more Roblox games. This one is Don't Get Hit by a Speeding Wall. Brought to you by me.
This doesn't look like responsible digital citizenship either. This doesn't look like responsible digital citizenship. Mrs. Clark, can you tell us what responsible digital citizenship looks like?
Responsible digital citizenship. That means that you are present in music class. You are there and you are focused.
There are many sounds in a house. We do not need to hear them while the teacher is trying to teach the class. Mrs. Clark, what are the guidelines for talking during our digital class?
There will be times when you can talk in class and times you can't. When in doubt, mute your mic. For the beginning of class, mics will be muted. There will be an opportunity to unmute your mic during the practice and perform part of class, and then possibly, more than likely, definitely at the end of class when we have some question answer time. But those are the times you're allowed to talk, and I will let you know when to unmute your mic. That will always be a directive given by me. When you need to mute yourself, click on the microphone icon. Depending on the version of Teams you have, it will either be in the upper right hand of the screen, or it will be near the bottom on the floating taskbar. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Control-Shift-M to mute and unmute yourself.
When you have a question in class in the building, you would normally raise your hand. But on our digital classroom, we will not physically raise our hands. We will instead select the icon in Teams. As important as it is to know where to select the icon, we also need to know when and why we are selecting that icon.
Yes, Iris.
The hand raise is not because you need attention.
Yes, JC.
Mrs. Clark, we got a pool in our backyard this summer.
The hand raise is not to announce what you did over the summer. Mrs. Clark, what is the hand raise for?
The hand raise icon is used for raising your hand when you have a question about the music lesson. Hands raised are only answered when you are asking about the lesson. We must focus on the lesson. The hand raise icon is near where the microphone icon is. It looks like a hand, and you simply click on it when you have a question to ask. There is currently no keyboard shortcut for this feature.
The chat box. For children, it has the gravitational pull equal to the sun. Use it wisely and you can bring light to the lesson. Use it irresponsibly and it could burn you up. The chat room is not for talking with friends about TikTok. The chat room is not for posting funny memes, no matter how funny you think they are. Mrs. Clark, what is the chat room for?
The chat space. This is a place where you can ask questions in writing about the lesson. You can also work with others on certain projects within the music lesson. So it'll also be a place where you can collaborate. One important thing though, kindness is all that is acceptable in the chat space. We only say nice, kind, helpful things to each other.
You may be wondering why we have all of these rules. Mrs. Clark, can you explain the reasons?
Remember, we only have 30 minutes of class per week. That's not a lot of time. We're used to 45. So everything that we do in class has to happen within that 30 minutes. That's going to be tricky, all right? So your grade is based on what you do with me in that 30 minutes. And if you are with me. So please remember, attendance is important, participation is important. And if you follow these simple guidelines, then we're all on the Mustang Trail and you're doing a great job. We must be trustworthy. We must display respect. We must act responsibly. We must show great citizenship even in the digital world. We must show leadership. If we follow these rules, then we can all stay on the Mustang Trail.